After he had calmed down, he pulled himself over to one of the wooden supports for the barbed wire fence that ran alongside the road. He rested his back against the support and plucked as many of the sticker burrs as he could find out of his clothes and hair. He swore as they stuck to his fingers instead, and he had to fight them loose. When he had freed himself from as many as possible, he used the support to pull himself up. His hands were weary and full of pain. He studied them in the moonlight as they clasped the post. They were filthy, one nail broken down to the bed and blood oozing beneath the caked layer of dirt that had jammed under them. But it was his leg he was most worried about. He leaned a little of his weight against it and could feel it trying to give way. If it was broken, he would have to have it set. That meant hospitals and doctors. They would find him. His run would be over. He did not want that. But he did not see what choice he would have. Anyone who picked him up would be able to see that he was injured too badly to walk. He turned his head to the road, searching for headlights. Someone would come along. Shirnaye doth terras gerents donis togarish. The voice was unearthly and louder than ever before. He jumped, losing his grip on the post. He dropped to the ground, his hands scrabbling for purchase, snagged in the wire fence, twisting his right arm up and back. He screamed in agony and fear. The creature was a blacker figure in a pit of darkness. Its features could only be defined by the light of inner fire. Its eyes glowed, and when it opened its mouth wide, its long rows of teeth were lit by a glow, like embers from inside its mouth. Its head was wide and squat. The whole thing was bulky and huge. Pure terror coursed through him. He could not, would not, no, never. He twisted his arm savagely to free it from the fence. The barbs ripped through his flesh, leaving a twisted line of runnels through it. But he was free. He began to crawl. Sho dothne kara, murderer. No, he would not understand it. Terror coursed through him. His heart beat frantically against his chest as he scrambled away from the post. 10 feet, maybe 15, he crawled before the voice spoke again. It is too late. You will die here. You will be mine. No, he panted, the word falling from his lips like a prayer. He knew instinctively that to die in this place would not be an end to his suffering. Panic spurred him to greater speed. Not going to die here. Not like this. You are already mine, the unearthly voice purred. He collapsed, tried to push himself up, but his strength was gone. Only then did he notice his arm. In his panic to disentangle himself from the fence, the barbs had torn through the flesh of his wrist, intersecting the veins. Blood flowed steadily from the wound, his panicked heart sending blood racing through his arteries and veins into the tear, spilling his life into the dry earth which absorbed it. It will not end here. Your soul will remain trapped in this place, hearing the torment of your sins, until your soul is crushed and broken open. Then you will be consumed. With a great effort, Daniel managed to turn over, staring up at the stars of the night sky. The pounding laughter of the creature reverberated through him as the last of his life spilled out and his vision began to fade. Underneath, he heard one last time the soft, drifting voice. Only the wicked here.